Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk about INFJs and INFPs. I've struggled with this one for a while. It's very difficult, and people people are very curious. I Google search, I search things, and I see things that people can't really tell the difference between INFJ and INFP, and it's very, it's hard to distinguish, very difficult. And I agree, it's very difficult to distinguish. Um, because we're both perfectionists, we're both dreamers. We're both real idealists. We're both really deep. We're both really quiet. We're both really calm. We're both really you know, um, dreamlike and critical and emotional and like self-deprecating and melancholy sometimes and I just think that's just that's how we are. Um, and I try to kind of get that functionally breakdown. I've been actually obsessing for the last few weeks about functionally breaking down. The difference between introverted intuition and extroverted feeling, and introverted feeling and extroverted intuition. Like, how can you tell the difference between that when you're talking to someone? You can't. Like, you really can't tell the difference between that. Um, I don't know. I think that there's a few ways to know. Like, I think that INFPs are really much more naturally creative than we are as INFJs. Sorry, I have to drink. Like, naturally, INFPs just like, I feel like they don't stick to routines as much as I do. Like, I'm routine. For sure, like, I am so routine. Like, I am, I do things, I'm like, shit, I do that all the time. Like, I'm stuck in a routine. I'm stuck in a rut. And, like, I can't be as creative because I feel like I have to keep a guard up. I have to keep this guard up and, like, keep people away. And, keep this guard while, like, I don't feel like they have to do that as much. I'm sure they have a guard, too, but, like, I feel like they don't have to do it as much. I think, and I wish I was INFP. Like, I'm a writer. Like, I want to be a writer. Like the best writers are INFPs. Shakespeare, J.K. Rowling, George R.R. Martin, like Jim Morrison. Like, they're all INFPs. I think Lady Gaga's an INFP. Shit, and like I fell in love with her. I'm like, oh my god, like someone who's like me. Oh my god, and I think like INFPs, like, they're much more, they're less concerned with how people view them. I think they're less concerned with how people perceive them. I'm very structured, very like, okay, like, this person sees me, what do they think about me? I'm so self-conscious. I feel like they're a little bit less self-conscious than we are. um I love that, like, in the movie Frozen. I mean, Elsa from Frozen is, like, to me, standard INFJ, like, textbook INFJ. She's great. Because, that's how I am. It's like, I'm very shut off and gone from people, and very closed off. And then, like she's wearing, in the Frozen Elsa, she's wearing, like, this really conservative outfit at the beginning. Like, her neck is, like, here. It's like, she's really, like, it's up to here, and she's just conservative. She's like, don't anyone come near me. Like, it's just stay away. Like, I think it's just, like, it's completely, like, stay away. And then, like she becomes more free, and, like, she becomes more. But, like, I feel like INFPs wouldn't have that. I feel like INFPs don't have that get the fuck away from me kind of vibe. Which I have. I definitely have that. If I go into public and shit, it's just because dealing with groups, dealing with overstimulation, dealing with a ton of people, I don't feel comfortable, and I want to remain, like, invisible and shit. Like, I would like to be invisible. So, introverted intuition, I've been reading up on it. I think introverted intuition is taking information and storing it into the subconscious and then making a meaning from it and an insight from it. And that's 100% what I'm doing. It's definitely daydreaming. And INFPs daydream too. Fucking they daydream. But it's more like, it's like, I go into a dream world and then I'm like, okay, stop. Been in the dream world for a while, stop. What does that dream mean? I do that. I definitely dream. And they just dream and they go, I'm gonna keep dreaming, like I'm gonna keep going. Just keep dreaming, keep dreaming, keep dreaming. And I'm like, damn. I mean, like, they live in a dream world. Like, they do. And, like, I'm like, damn. Like, but it's hard on us in society in a lot of ways. But for both of us, it's hard, I think. Because society hates dreamers, I think. Society hates idealists. Society hates that. I think here's a good way to tell the difference between INFJ and INFP. I will say I'm misunderstood. Because I'm alone, I have these intuitions and insights and that come from within, I feel like. They come from within. They're very their personal insights and their personal meaning judgments about things. And that leaves me completely alone because I come up with ideas on my own. So I feel like nobody understands me. I'm misunderstood. I feel misunderstood. INFPs feel very misunderstood too. But they feel misunderstood in how they feel. It's introverted feeling. Like, nobody understands how I feel. So I would say INFJ, nobody understands how I would like write a little thing. INFJ, nobody understands me. INFP, nobody understands how I feel. I would say that's very similar. But it's very slightly nuanced. And, you know, if I met an INFP and I knew that INFP, like, oh my god, I would love you. Like, I would totally be friends with them and, like, you know, I would know their struggle in a lot of ways because it's a struggle. And I just like them a lot. They're cool. Because, like, for me, I'm a writer. I've written things that were very dreamlike, but I don't really involve myself too much in the dream. I don't involve myself like, oh, like this is some giant dream, like an entire fantasy world. And exactly, that's right. Like, think about J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter's a giant fantasy world that's not real. Like, and it's a world. She created a world. Like, INFP, like, I have, like, a fantasy story. Like, I make fantasy stories, for the most part. I do that. And it's like a story based in fantasy. It's not a fantasy world. And, you know, George R. Martin, INFP, like, he made Game of Thrones and made the entire fucking world. Like, I'm like, damn. They create their own dream world, I think. And that's really cool. I mean, come on, that's cool. It really is. And we need to really start lifting up the INFPs and INFJs and saying, like, you know, these people can bring a lot to society and the table. I think more so as an INFJ, you can also find us different, is that I think people are more looking for us for counseling. I think I'm really focused on my outer appearance and, like, being really, like, uptight and shit to make sure that people can come and know that they talk to me because they look at me and say, oh, I have my shit together on some level. And I think that people, like, come to me and they want counseling from me. That's why we're the counselors. They come up to us and ask for counseling naturally. I think that's what we give. So we give them insight. I think introverted intuition is in the realm of insight, and introverted feeling is in the realm of sticking to your beliefs and really having how everything affects me. How everything affects me. Or how do I feel about everything that's affecting me right now? And it's just insight. I get insight all day long. Like insight. And that's going to feel like extroverted intuition too. If you're, you know, sitting there and you're thinking to yourself and you get extroverted intuition, I can see how it's similar. You get intuitions from other people around you or other stimuli outside of your world. So that's why it's so hard. You know, it's just, I think insight from within, insight from your own mind, or insight from the outside world. So that's how it goes. So I just want to make a video about that. INFJs and INFPs. I've really kind of understood it a lot more since the last time I talked about it. And when I first talked about it, it was very new to my brain. I didn't really understand the functions as well. So I wanted to kind of make a video kind of rectifying, I guess, my old video because I feel like I was stupid. So thanks, guys. So you have to explain myself. I have to explain why I do things to other. I feel like I have to apologize to other people, and I feel like INFPs wouldn't have to do that as much. So, all right, thanks, guys.